Damn it! What's the problem now?
I'm getting weird temperature readings. I think the Animus is overheating.
Christ, it's always something! How long?
Too soon to tell.
These delays are unacceptable, Miss Stillman. I want progress reports every hour.
It's gonna be a while, Desmond. Why don't you go lie down or something? Get some rest.
What the hell? Someone's been in here. Looks like some kind of access code.
Rise and shine. We've got quite a day ahead of us.
You're in a good mood this morning.
Miss Stillman has made some modifications to the Animus. You should be able to remain inside even longer now.
And help you with your treasure hunt.
This is serious business, Mr. Miles. I don't think you fully appreciate the work that Abstergo does.
Maybe because I don't actually know what you people do.
We change the world. Every day, in 100 different ways. Did you know that nearly every single breakthrough of the past millennia, be it medical, mechanical, or philosophical, has come from Abstergo or its predecessors?
That's a bold claim, Doc. Think you might be exaggerating a bit?
Not in the slightest. Oh, we certainly don't take the credit. That would arouse far too much suspicion. We choose our beneficiaries with great care.
Why?
Isn't it obvious? It means we're in control.
But how? What makes you guys so special, so smart? That you happen to invent all these things while us mere mortals stumble around like idiots?
To be fair, we don't invent them. We find them.
Find them?
They're gifts, Mr. Miles. From those who came before. We'll have to continue this discussion later. Time's wasting.
Morning, Desmond.
Yeah. Hi.
Ready to get to work, Desmond?
The short blade is best for quickly fending off multiple enemies.
Come in, Altair. You've done well. 3 of the 9 lay dead, and for this you have my thanks. But do not think to rest upon your laurels. Your work has just begun.
I am yours to command, Master.
King Richard, emboldened by his victory at Acre, prepares to move south towards Jerusalem. Salah-ad-Din is surely aware of this, and so he gathers his men before the broken citadel of Arsuf.
Would you have me kill them both then? End their war before it begins in earnest?
No. To do so would scatter their forces and subject the realm to the bloodlust of 10,000 aimless warriors. It will be many days before they meet, and while they march, they do not fight. You must concern yourself with a more immediate threat. The men who pretend to govern in their absence.
Give me names and I'll give you blood.
So I will. Abun Nukud, the wealthiest man in Damas. Majduddin, regent of Jerusalem. William of Montferrat, liege lord of Acre.
What are their crimes?
Greed, arrogance, the slaughter of innocents. Walk amongst the people of their cities. You'll learn the secrets of their sins. Do not doubt that these men are obstacles to the peace we seek.
Then they will die.
Another of your items is restored. Take it. See that it is put to good use. Return to me as each man falls, that we might better understand their intentions. And Altair, take care. Your recent work has likely attracted the attention of the city guard. They'll be more suspicious than they've been in the past.
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand.
To the infidel!
You must be busy. I understand.
Don't toss your weapons around so carelessly. You won't often get a second chance to strike. It takes time to draw.
can create diversions with dead bodies. Soldiers will leave their posts to investigate them, allowing you to...
Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with...
You please, see what I have to offer. You won't believe your eyes.
Want a bargain? I'm your man. Come, come. Ah, you've come to the right place. There's no better merchant than I. I am at your service.
Come see what I have to offer. Damn fool must be out of his mind. Going to cause trouble.
平和なゲームだな。そうですね。
He looks like he's being chased by someone.
Yeah, come. Have a look. Something caught your eye? Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stalls? That won't happen here.
I've got what you need. Take a look.
What is that fool doing?
Someone should stop him before he hurts himself.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that!
Altair, my friend. Welcome. Whose life do you come to collect today?
His name is Abu Nakud. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, the merchant king of Damas. Richest man in the city. Quite exciting, quite dangerous. I envy you, Altair. Well, not the bit where you were beaten and stripped of your rank, but I envy everything else. Oh, except for the terrible things the other assassins say about you. But yes, aside from the failure and the hatred, yes, aside from those things, I envy you very much.
I do not care what the others think or say. I'm here to do a job. So I ask again, What can you tell me about the Merchant King?
Only that he must be a very bad man if Al-Mualim has sent you to see him. He keeps to his own kind, wrapped in the finery of this city's noble district. A busy man, always up to something. I'm sure if you spend some time amongst his type, you'll learn all you need to know about him.
And where would you have me begin my search?
If I were you, I'd start with the Umayyad Mosque and Souk Saruja, both of which are west of here. Further to the northwest is Salahaddin Citadel. It's a popular meeting spot and has proved a reliable source of loose tongues in the past. Yes, these 3 places should serve your needs.
My thanks for your guidance, Rafiq. I'll return when I've gathered the necessary information.
You are not allowed.
I beg of you, just a few coins, please. Please, sir, have any money?
Altair, my friend, my brother. It's been such a long time. Any news of Ada since she left? No. How sad. I'm sure you'll find her someday. I've heard a feather is lying on top of Abul Nukud's head. Maybe I could help you. But I have a mission myself. I have 4 targets I must eliminate before noon. Let's cooperate, just like old times. 2 for you, 2 for me. They are Abul Nukud's personal guards. You will spot them in minutes.
He's going to cause trouble.
Please, sir, have any money? No, please don't leave. Just a few coins.
I have everything you'll ever need.
A few coins. All I ask is for...
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and
Die here!
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yeter.
So be it.
I will end your life!
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yeter. Geber kafir!
Take your time. When moving slowly,
Find better items anywhere else, I swear it. You, sir.
Please,
You look like you need something.
Altair, my friend, my brother. It's been such a long time. Any news of Ada since she left? No. How sad. I'm sure you'll find her something. I've heard a feather is lying on top of Abul-Nukud's head. Maybe I could help you. But I have a mission myself. I have 4 targets I must eliminate before noon. Let's cooperate, just like old times. 2 for you, 2 for me. They are Abul-Nukud's personal guards. You will spot them in minutes.
What is he doing? Which is why you've come to me. Could I interest you in this place? No?
Similar. You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Something caught your eye?
Pis Allahsız! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
What's going on? What's he running?
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Gel buraya!
I wonder what's going like that.
He better not cause any
I have
trouble.
no
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
You won't get away with this! Help!
Kaçman fayda etmez. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
الأمر على ذلك أريد أن
Don't move him! You'll never get away! Impudence! Yeah, you will not get away! The English king and his infidel army. They lead horrors in their wake. Move down! Land that flat in the right place. There's no better You'll never get away! He won't get away!
Wara wara.
Stay on him!
Gel buraya.
操作が終わっとる。
I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this? Your God cares what happens to you. Any way we can.
What's going on? What are you doing?
هل تريد قول شيء ما؟
The fires of war consume the land. God has forsaken you. For today only, I've decided to redo everything here, my friend.
Coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
プレステさんのコントローラーもダメ？
I beg of you. I beg of you just a few coins. I beg of you just a few coins.
Geber kafir!
He's a cat! You don't understand. I have nothing.
That won't happen.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. I need food. I'm so hungry.
Come on, come on. You want
My
to
family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Wasn't that great? Just like in Alep, you remember? Here's something I found on one of the Merchant King's men. I think it's a map of where he has stationed his guards. I'm sure it will come in handy in your mission. Anytime you're in Damascus, come see me. You know my door is always open to you. Safety and peace, my friend.
Just a few coins, please.
You've no reason to be out here, old man.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. Just a few coins, please. He's trying to kill me. Don't kill me.
My friend, what news?
My search continues.
Do not let me distract you then.
"何するのかわかりません。
something to say? You need something?
Thief! You are filth!
Please, sir, have any money? I beg of you. I beg of you, just a...
Your life ends now.
Give up! You know it! I know save for your sin! I will find you! Keep up with you! Don't let him get away!
Every day! You cannot do it forever!
There's no way out! Finish him!
You will not get away from me!
Over there!
Get him! What's got into him?
Is there a reason for this nonsense? He's going to hurt himself.
That looks painful.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
I wonder if he's being chased by someone.
Someone tell me why he's
Why
doing
would
that.
he do that?
What is he doing?
I think I've seen everything now. What a strange man.
No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please. Please, sir, have any money? Could you spare a few coins? No, you don't understand. I have nothing. A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. A few coins. All I
Thief!
ask is
You
for
are
a few
filth!
coins. Won't anyone help me? Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
Thief! You are filth!
Please, sir, have any money.
Praise be Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, thousands consumed the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy. But I say, this is an honor to die in service to God. fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. When he does, I won't help him. The English king and his curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! Hadid rise to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory.
"日本語ないの?" 2の2作目くらいまで日本語字幕とかすらないよ。しかも帯のゲームはもっと非対応だから日本語化すらできない。ケチだな。
Be wary, friend. The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting.
Leave now, or I'll make you.
Praise be Salahadin!
Show yourself!
ماذا حدث هنا؟
God curse the one who's done this! Where are you?
The last of it has been delivered. Good. Make sure he also knows it wasn't easy arranging a shipment like this.
It's only wine. Some can be fickle in their faith.
Your holy book says something on the subject, I believe. Leave them that they may eat and enjoy themselves, and that hope may beguile them, for they will soon know. And never did we destroy a town that had a term made known.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind it. Be about your business.
As you wish.
This is an ill omen.
Who saw what happened here?
I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please.
Make room.
Help me! Somebody help me!
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Have I made myself clear? There's no reason for doing it.
Teach your heresy elsewhere.
You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that in a customer. Come, people. Come see what I've to offer. You won't believe your eyes.
What's wrong? When will he stop acting like a fool?
You feel. Go do that elsewhere.
What he's trying to accomplish.
You are wise indeed, which is why you've come to me.
Down to the infidel! I'll take you down!
There's nowhere to run, old man. Don't hurt me!
Infidel! Come on, Akataya! Bring it down! Get out of the way! You must not trespass here. Found him! I'll get you! I'll have your head, God have mercy on your soul. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! I'll get you! He won't get away!
Kaçman fayda etmez. Çık ortaya ve dövüş.
俺のアルタイルアサシンじゃなくてボーリアなんだけど。
Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
What? Who's done this? Tell me! Get him!
ほんまやね笑う。
Hold a moment, Altair. I have a strange request, but perhaps you see fit to assist me.
堂
I
々
know
と
you seek the
戦いす
merchant
ぎ
king's
笑い。
but there are others in the city just as cruel. Several shopkeepers in this district have taken to selling rotten meat. It's cheap for them to acquire, and they care little for the illness that it causes. Several children have already died as a result. We should not allow this injustice to continue. Would you be willing to put a stop to this?
What happened here? Horrible.
Everything here, my friend.
Get him!
Just a few coins.
You will not get away from me!
Please, don't kill me!
Keep up with me! Don't let him get away! I'm telling you, see?
Any enemy.
God have mercy on your soul.
Come back here!
Look everywhere! There he goes! Stop him!
There's no way out! He's finished!
There! Come quickly! Don't let him get away! Yeah, I will catch him! Don't let him escape!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Beni yenemeyeceksin.
You? The tainted meat is still being sold. Return to me once all the merchants have been dealt with.
responsible for this!
This is an ill omen.
God curse the one who's done this. Where are you?
Oh no, what's happened?
You can't escape!
You'll never end your life!
Yeah!
Maybe you haven't... This won't be good.
Yeah! I'll get you! Come back here! I'll get you!
Take you down!
Thank you, brother. You've saved untold lives. In return for your kindness, I'll give you a bit of information you might find useful. I overheard two of the Merchant King's servants this morning. It seems they've left some scaffolding just outside his personal quarters. You could use it to reach him that much quicker.
God damn you! Leave me alone! God curse the one... Someone, come on! I've much to sell!
I beg of you.
Fires
I
of
beg
war
of you,
consume
trust
the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its
Has he gone mad?
Seems a tragedy.
Did you
They
smother
go against the will of God, and must be made die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in.
Down! Infidel!
Stop running! You cannot escape! Give up! You know it to run!
Don't get away from me! I will catch you! Don't get away from me!
Get them out of here.
He's over there! Give up!
Peace be upon you, Altair. How may I serve you?
I've done as asked and learned all I need to know about my prey.
Then you must share your knowledge with me.
Abu Naqud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damas and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Most impressive, my friend. The others said you'd make a mess of things, but not I. No, I was sure you'd come through, and come through you have. The Bureau is yours to do with as you please until you're ready to begin.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
立ち回りが完全にタリオン。
You are filth!
What is that thing like a child? He's going to cause trouble. Damn fool must be out of his mind.
الدهر die! It's again! أيها المرتد! اقبضوا علي! اقبضوا علي! Come back here! Die! It's again! Dirty heretic! What's going on? تحركوا!
You'll never get away! Yeah!
Confront my dead man! I bet me no no!
هل يراه أي أحد؟ مكان هروبه وراءه أسرع يا يا لا You are not supposed to be here. Leave. Turn back now.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Exactly what we need. Leave now! Down, infidel! أن أجبرك على ذلك.
You have no business here. Leave this place.
Dur.
Leave now.
Buraya giremezsin. Yaklaşma.
You have no business here.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Take your time, I will wait. I trust everything is to your satisfaction.
Most excellent, most excellent. Thank you.
Good, good. It pleases me to see you all so happy. For these are dark days, my friends, and we must enjoy this bounty while we still can. War threatens to consume us all. Salah ad-Din bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then. To you, my dear friends, who have brought us to where we are today. May you be given everything you deserve for it. Such kindness! I didn't think it in you. You, who have been so quick to judge me, and so cruel. Oh, do not feign ignorance. You take me for a fool. But I have not heard the words you whisper behind my back. Well, I have, and I fear I can never forget. But this is not why I called you here tonight, no. I wish to speak more of this war, and your part in it. You give up your coin quick as can be, knowing all too well it buys the deaths of thousands. You don't even know why we fight. The sanctity of the Holy Land, you'll say, or the evil inclination of our enemies. But these are lies you tell yourselves. No, all this suffering is born of fear and hate. It bothers you that they are different, just as it bothers you that I am different. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you, mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory. And so I say, enough! I've pledged myself to another cause, one that will bring about a new world, in which all people might live side by side in peace. A pity none of you will live to see it. Kill anyone who tries to escape.
him! I will catch you!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
I will catch you!
Can't stop him!
Be at peace now. Their words can no longer do harm.
Why have you done this?
You stole money from those you claim to lead, sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
Look at me. My very nature is an affront to the people I ruled. And these noble robes did little more than to muffle their shouts of hate.
So this is about vengeance, then?
No, not vengeance, but my conscience. How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination?
If you do not serve Salah ad-Din's cause, then whose?
In time, you'll come to know them. I think perhaps you already do.
Then why hide? And why these dark deeds?
Is it so different from your own work? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
No, we are nothing alike.
Ah, but I see it in your eyes. You doubt. You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
Kovalayın! Durdurun onu!
Nasıl kaybettin? There he goes! Stop him!
Kaybetmeyin onu! Gel buraya!
You will not get away from me! I'll get you!
Başkasına izin vermeyin. İşte kaçıyor. Durdurun. Kaçman fayda etmez.
Well done, Mike. You take it from here. Well done, Mike. You take it from here.
Gel buraya.
Gather. We must move.
Please, God, kill me.
He's close. He must be. I see him! He's over there!
What happened here? Oh! You will not get away from me!
Word has reached me of your success, Altair.
Abu Naqud's reign of terror is at an end.
I'm glad to hear it.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
You sound unconvinced. Speak with Al-Mualim then. He may offer a better explanation.
Yes. We'll see what he has to say.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Preparation is crucial to your success. Clear the area of archers and guards.
Come, Altair. Speak with me a moment.
As you wish.
Word has reached me of your success. You've my gratitude and that of the realm. Freeing these cities from their corrupt leaders will no doubt promote the cause of peace.
Can you really be so sure?
The means by which men rule are reflected in their people. As you cleanse the cities of corruption, you heal the hearts and minds of those who live within.
Our enemies would disagree.
What do you mean?
Each man I've slain has confessed strange words to me. They are without regret. Even in death they seem confident of their success. Though they do not admit it directly, there is a tie that binds them. I'm sure of it.
There is a difference, Altair, between what we are told to be true and what we see to be true. Most men do not bother to make the distinction. It is simpler that way. But as an assassin, it is your nature to notice, to question.
Then what is it that connects these men?
Ah, but as an assassin, it is also your duty to still these thoughts and trust in your master. For there can be no true peace without order, An order requires authority.
You speak in circles, Master. You commend me for being aware, then ask me not to be. Which is it?
The question will be answered when you no longer need to ask it.
I assume you called me here for more than just a lecture.
Very well. A rank and weapon are again restored to you. 2 more leaders remain. Go and see to it that their rule is ended.
What is he doing? Fool must be out of his mind.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand.
You're a dead man.
You must be busy. I understand.
Must be running.
Preparation is crucial to your success. Clear the area of archers and guards before confronting your assassination target.
You're a dead man!
Your presence.
Can't run forever! I have your head!
This is actually quite amusing. Get this. Much better things to do than make fun.
Get all you want. Changing
Dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that. Thief! This'll teach you not to steal.
Help me! Somebody help!
You dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that.
Help me! I've done nothing wrong!
You dirty thief! I'll have your hands for that.
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please!
Thief! This'll teach you not to steal. What is it now?
Stop it, please!
You something to Who's responsible for this?
handle them myself. Still, you've done right by me. I'll see to it that the favor is returned.
What the hell do you want?
I need money, sir. I'm
Be
poor
gone,
and
beggar.
sick and hungry. Please, sir, have any money? The family's sick and dying.
Big
Terrible
mistake.
corn. Ow!
Thief! This'll teach you not to steal. Be not afraid.
Go pester someone else.
Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. How careless can one get?
Rafik.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes. William of Montferrat is my target. What can you tell me of the man himself?
William has been named regent while the king conducts his war. The people see it as a strange choice given the history between Richard and William's son Conrad. But I think Richard rather clever for it.
Clever how?
Richard and Conrad do not see eye to eye on most matters. Though they are civil enough in public, there are whispers that each intends evil upon the other. And then there was that business with Akkar's captured Saracens. In its wake, Conrad has returned to Tyre, and Richard has compelled William to remain here as his guest.
You mean his hostage?
Whatever you wish to call it, William's presence here should dissuade Conrad from acting out.
I've never been one for politics.
But surely you realize your every action shapes the course of this land's future. You are a politician too, in your own way.
As you wish. Now where would you suggest I begin my search?
Richard's Citadel, southwest of here. Or rather, the market in front of it. You'll find the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in that direction as well. It's a popular place and should be filled with talkative citizens. Finally, try the border to the west, where the Chain and Hospitaller districts meet. That should start you on your way.
Very well. I won't disturb you further.
It's no trouble at all.
何したいの笑い。会話中暇すぎて回してる。
Your life is...
何喋ってるかわからんもんね。
Who killed this person?
一応朝栗2の2作目までは動画見てるから内容は知ってるのよね。
L'âme brûlera en enfer, traqué comme un animal, pour la gloire du Seigneur.
You have no business here. Leave.
Tu as un problème?
You dare steal in my presence! That will cost you your life!
Wrong! Tell me, please!
Stand out of the heat! You'll die here!
I'm far better than Is he trying to fight?
You think you can outrun me? Get out of the way! Out of my damn way! You'll never get away! You're mine! Come back here! What are you doing with me, trampled? Hides like a rat he is!
はめられてた笑い。
You'll never get away! Don't let him outrun you! You have lost him! You're mine!
There! Come quickly! You won't get away from me!
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
卑怯な奴らめ。
Amenez-le-moi!
Take it down!
Oh, my God!
They let you come and go as you please. I thought the fortress was closed to all.
Aye, but William wishes to have repairs completed as soon as possible. It's been to our advantage.
The perfect cover. It's clever.
Anyway, I've finished my report and should deliver it.
For once, it seems things might go our way, and not by accident.
Well, the Bible does say God helps those who help themselves.
Nah, it doesn't, actually. That's from one of Aesop's fables. The Bible says quite the opposite, in fact. Many passages of being patient and faithful and waiting for the Lord to decide if he wishes to assist.
Well, I say we've waited long enough.
You'll hear no argument from me.
Very well. I'm off then.
Help! He wants to kill me!
Death to the assassin!
Your life ends now!
Out my damn way!
You'll die for that!
When dies now! Amenez-moi! Trouvez l'endroit où il se cache!
He's gone.
I'm catching up to you! Die. Lass ihn nicht entheilen! Glaubst du, du könntest mir entfliehen? Da ist er! He's running as he's dead end! Finish! Good goodbye, Mr. Beck! Er birgt sich wie eine Ratte! So geht zurück! Ja! Erholt ihn! Erholt ihn! Leave now or I'll take you! Glaubst du, du könntest mir entfliehen? Unverzeihlich! Du wirst deine Strafe nicht entkommen! In die Rache Gottes! Das wird dir niemand vergeben! In die Rache Gottes!
ひどい。
And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when our king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. William of Montferrat had a vision. Saw a way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death. We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when our king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when our king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death.
What?
William
Who's
of
done this?
Montferrat division.
Tell me!
Sole way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when our king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen.
Done such a thing.
William of Montferrat division. Sole way to end our pain.
Help! Assassin! Send help! This is where you go! You won't get away from me! You haven't won yet! You won't get away that easily! Je like you are, Seigneur! Ton âme brûlera en enfer. I'm like you are, Seigneur!
William of Montferrat division. Sole way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory.
What happened?
And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only... And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better tomorrow. Unspoiled land and new beginnings. But he's delivered only death. William of Montferrat division. Sole way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons. King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death. And what do we have to show for it? Graves and widows and orphaned sons? King Richard promises a better morrow, unspoiled land and new beginnings, but he's delivered only death.
Where is the heathen responsible for this?
We are too soft with our enemies. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when our king cannot decide what he truly wants? William knows. If you would only listen. William of Montferrat had a vision. Saw a way to end our pain. It's him we should follow. It's him will lead us to victory. Stand up, friends. Do not allow yourself to be sent to slaughter based on the whims and wishes of an uncertain king. We must rely on men who are stronger in their convictions. Men like William of Montferrat.
These are dark days indeed.
Sam! Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
もっと怪しめよ、笑い。
In service to the Lord. We must all do our part.
Do something.
Turned away from God. And so he punishes
Anyone.
heathen warriors. God has been so merciful. And our past is now where I make you forgotten. All we need to do is ask. And so I say to you, repent, lay down before him and
Stop following me.
them from the countryside. Now they retreat to the south, begging Saladin to save them. But he will not succeed, for none can withstand the might of King Richard's army. He is graced by God. It is only a matter of time, friends, before all the land is ours once more, just as it was meant to be. Stay strong, citizens. Remain fixed in your beliefs, though the road is long and your trials many. Know that God watches over you. It is his hand that guides our warriors to victory. First in Acre, in Java.
You shouldn't have done that.
Stop! Enough! Enough! What is it you want? Gold? I've a few pieces on me. Take them. Take them and go.
It's not gold I seek, but information.
I know nothing.
You know William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible. He meets with the king.
And when will the king be gone?
Today. But it won't help you. They're sure to argue, and then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William. William berates his men. He won't see you.
I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me.
Then our business is done.
Not yet, I'm afraid. There's one last thing I need from you.
What is it?
Your life.
And so he punishes us. Sends hordes of thieving
I've done nothing wrong!
warriors.
Anyone please help me!
Your life ends now!
Fortune favors me today. God only knows what foul deeds those men intended to commit. Good of you to arrive when you did, stranger. I'll see to it that my husband hears of your bravery.
Du bist kein Mensch! Dein Gott hat dich verlassen!
There's a murderer loose.
Nous obéissons, Seigneur. Le seul, l'unique.
Did that hurt?
Wir können tun, was immer wir wollen.
Come, people. See what I have to offer.
Sois maudit.
What a strange man.
You're no monk. Your god has forsaken you.
Stop this, please.
Die! You think you can outrun me?
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured I won't forget it. Such a thing.
You're somewhere you shouldn't be. Leave before you get hurt.
He's got... were not allowed to be here. Leave. Leave it! Get you!
Leave, peasant, before I make...
I'll have your head! Stop! You must not trespass here.
Tu ne m'échapperas pas. Il s'essouffle! Ramenez-le-moi! Il va droit dans une impasse! Attrapez-le! Il s'essouffle! Ramenez-le-moi! Sultan! Y va!
Fortune favors me today. God only knows what foul deeds those men intended to commit. Good of you to arrive when you did, stranger. I'll see to it that my husband hears of your bravery. I wonder what happened here.
How peculiar.
Oh God, don't kill me! Oh, it's you, Altair. You scared me. Richard's men are after me. 2 of them, to be exact. I was trying to strike a deal with them, but I realized that they were toying with me, so I ran away. You shall be the angel of death and collect their heads before they collect mine. When it is done, I shall tell you of the deal.
You dare steal in my presence, that will cost you your life.
Are they dead yet? No? Then what are you doing here? Do you want me dead? Please, go, and come back when I am safe again.
You dirty thief! I'll have your hands.
Are they dead? No? Then what are you doing here? Do you want me dead? Please, go, and come back when I am safe again.
Die, thief! Heathen, you'll pay dearly! Your life ends now! Get away from me! In die Rache Gottes! Höre den Zorn Gottes! I'm far better than you'll ever be! You'll be dead! Unverteidigt! Wird deine Strafe nicht entkommen! Stell dich deinem göttlichen Urteil! How did this happen?
No, you don't understand. I'm poor, sir. I need the money. No, please, don't leave like this. Just a few coins, please. No, you don't understand. I'm poor,
You
sir.
die here! It's mine!
You should know better. Big boy can't win.
Je t'aurai! What is it now? Kill someone?
Use free running to escape from a fight.
I'm glad to finally meet you, friend.
Kill her?
Oh God, don't kill me! Oh, it's you, Altair. You scared me. Richard's men are after me. 2 of them, to be exact. I was trying to strike a deal with them, but I realized that they were toying with me, so I ran away. You shall be the angel of death and collect their heads before they collect mine. When it is done, I shall tell you of the deal.
I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
What a bargain!
I need money, sir. I'm sick and hungry.
What's he doing? That looks painful. I'm not
Watch yourself.
What a relief it is to know that I am safe. Thank you, Master. I tried to make a deal with the Citadel guards to leave the gates open even when the alarm sounds. I failed you. So now your only escape from Richard's Citadel will be to climb the fortress walls. Forgive me.
Guys, he must not be of sound mind.
Altair, what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Do you think he's been chased by someone?
Hear ye! For today only, I decided to reduce prices on everything.
What's wrong with him?
You're somewhere you shouldn't be. Leave before you get hurt. You are not allowed to be here. Leave. Come no further.
You dare steal in my presence! That will cost you your life!
Let go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
Tu n'as rien à faire ici. Fiche-moi
This'll
ça.
teach you nothing.
What have I done? Thank you. They did not say what they wanted from me, but I saw the darkness in their eyes. I'm sorry, I have nothing to offer in return for your sacrifice, but I shall see to it that my brothers know you are a friend.
Where's the one responsible for this?
Done such a thing.
Kill him! Kill the assassin! You think you can outrun me?
It's forbidden for you to be here.
You'll never get away! I know you're hiding from me, coward! Over here! There! Up there!
Tu really have a
Here! He's over here! You're mine! Just high and low!
A plague upon his people! We reign in peace in the Holy Land to spread the message of our Lord. We thrust them out of Acre and pushed them from the countryside. Now they retreat.
After him! Faster! Get him! I see him!
Das ist nicht entkommen! Hier für verantwortlich!
He's there! You can't get away from me! I'll get you!
All dead! Wo steckst du? All dead! Wo steckst du?
3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics?
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Arca's regent, William, sent to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point! But this is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me.
Bewegung! Ist ein toter Mann, wenn sich erneut hier zeigt. What was that you called us before, eh? Heathen? Haltet eure Augen offen! Wird bestimmt wiederkommen! Einmal...
Hold your tongue! Aye, he speaks false.
Close the gate!
You die for that!
With me!
Comme un animal!
Don't let him get away! Lass ihn nicht entfallen!
Your life ends now! Keep up with him! Don't let him get away!
Worthless! You deserve to die! You're alive!
Rest now. Your schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Akka for your son Conrad.
For Conrad? My son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Ancien is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
Ist ein toter Mann! Einer für viele! Haltet ihn auf!
I'll cut you down! Prévenez-moi si vous apercevez. Die weißt, du bist in der Stadt. Ich werde dich zur Strecke bringen. Assassin! Heathen! Get into the heat! Look out! Can't run forever! He's around here somewhere. Take him down! Prévenez-moi si vous l'apercevez. Who's responsible for this? They can't get away from me! I'll get you! Find out where he's led to! There he is! I'll hunt you down! There! He's there! I'll get you!
news?
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Akka from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Akka for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
I should discuss this with Al-Muallim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. When the Animus shows you are being watched by an informed guard, you should blend immediately.
Come, Altair. I would have news of your progress.
I've done as you've asked.
Good, good. I sense your thoughts are elsewhere. Speak your mind.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks cryptic words to me. Each time I come to you and ask for answers. Each time you give only riddles in exchange. But no more.
Who are you to say no more?
I'm the one who does the killing. If you want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me for once.
Tread carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
And I do not like your deception.
I have offered you a chance to restore your lost honor.
Not lost. Taken. By you. And then you've sent me to fetch it again like some damn dog.
It seems I'll need to find another. A shame. You showed great potential.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
What you say is true. These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own.
Who are they?
Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars.
Now you see the true reach of Robert de Sales.
All of these men, leaders of cities, commanders of armies.
All pledge allegiance to his cause.
Their works are not meant to be viewed on their own, are they? But as a whole, what do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salah ad-Din?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed. Be assured they have the means to accomplish it.
Then they must be stopped.
That is why we do our work, Altair. To ensure a future free of such things.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action. Information learned is more valuable than information given. Besides, your recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
Altair, your mission has not changed. Merely the context within which you perceive it.
And armed with this knowledge, I might better understand those Templars that remain.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair, all will become clear. Just as the role of the Templars has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their treasure. For now, take comfort in the fact that it is not in their hands, but ours.
If this is your desire.
It is. You are restored another rank. Take back your weapon. Use it to bring honor to the Brotherhood. Altair, before you go...
Yes?
How did you know I wouldn't kill you?
Truth be told, Master, I didn't. I took a leap of faith.
must be out of his mind.
Take your time. When moving slowly, you reduce your chances of attracting unwanted attention.
Why is he in such a hurry?
What do you want?
سوف تموت هنا. Die, infidel!
Safety and peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majduddin for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salahuddin's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majduddin has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are two locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.